Me in the mornings. What up, guys? Back at you again with another video. Today's Saturday, March. What are we in? March. We're in March. It starts with MA. It's the same thing. March. Yeah. Okay. March. Where's my phone? 10, 11. Something between those lines. We're in March. Okay. We did record a video that we never finished. That's my fault. Hey, life. There's things, you know? But anyway, so we're back again here with the 2JZ rear-wheel drive swap Solara. Basically, where did we leave off last time? I don't remember. Well, technically, the last video that we were supposed to post last weekend that didn't happen, we were actually working on the cantilever suspension, basically the coilover setup, everything in the back. Right now, it's kind of taken apart just because what I was planning on doing, I kind of had a setback. I was thinking about stuff, and I wasn't happy with how it would be left off. Essentially, I was worried about all the weight coming down, if it was going to cave in the stock metal side of things. But I was at church and I had an epiphany. You know, God spoke to me, and He gave me the idea of what to do as far as reinforcing everything, so that all of the weight transfer that goes down to the middle of the car can be nice and strong and transfer it well. So essentially, I already got started on some few things. Ended up already ripping out a lot of this stuff. I'm trying to go a little bit more professional about things. Instead of just cutting everything and making it look ugly, I'm actually just drilling out all the spot welds. Yes, I know there's a big ass hole, but I've been using, where'd it go? I've been using these damn, you know, I lost it. But there's a special tool that's to drill spot welds, but they suck, they're garbage. From what I hear, it's better, no, actually it might be here. Man, I swore I just seen it somewhere. It's gonna bother me now. But I just seen it, it was up here. All right, well, never mind. Basically, it has like a little point in the middle, and it has a bunch of teeth. It's to specifically drill out spot welds and not go all the way through. But those things just tend to break and they don't last. So I'd rather use something that does work. Like I did all of this with two drill bits. One to center it and another one just to drill out the whole spot weld. It's fine. I'll go back, refill them in if they're noticeable. Otherwise, you know, I'm gonna just make sure that they get a touch of paint so it doesn't end up rusting over time. But yeah, so most of that got removed. Really quick, I'll show you back here. Want to look inside. Basically, everything that's black up there is basically everything that already got removed. Now, actually, I'll show you what it used to look like. This piece used to go on there like that. Basically, it was a cap. As you can tell, this stuff, like what cars are made out of, is just very thin, just like thin metal. It's just wrapped on a bunch of stuff and just spot welded. So the game plan is, the reason why I did that, let's come this way real quick. I'm gonna jump in the car. Got this. All right. So the game plan. I was essentially going to remove all of this, but then I thought about it. I want to try to put the seats back into this car. These hooks, for anybody that has a Solara knows that this is what the back seats hook onto. These little pieces here is also what the rest of the seat sits on top of. And then the bottom seats kind of also clip in onto this piece somehow. I don't remember how. And then it just slips into here with some hooks. So I wanted to try to keep all of this. So I removed the whole cap, started removing a lot of this stuff, trying to make it look nice and clean. And now the idea is I'm going to have a bar come from inside, a nice round tubing, and basically get welded to this entire piece up here. and kind of shoot back down, maybe tie it into the strut towers, as well as to whatever will be considered the frame of this car. And by doing that, it's not going to be just attached to this thin piece of metal. It'll actually be on a nice supported area. And then also, shoot, we can even attach it back to this piece, which is all really strong and reinforced, which is a part of the subframe. Basically, I want to try to get this whole car to be one piece, nice and strong. And by doing that, I get to keep all my hooks. I get to keep all the look of this. I can also put that plastic cover that goes back on here for the speakers and everything. We'll try to see if we can run some back speakers. But yeah, that's pretty much the game plan for right now. Since I already got most of that done, we're going to start measuring everything out. Start laying down the pipe there. Yeah, that's right. I said that. And we're going to just start laying down the pipe, start figuring out exactly how we're going to want it to tie back down. I don't know if I wanted to just tie into the strut towers, you know, just do a nice plate and have it come up like this, or if I want to just either have it come straight down, maybe a bar across. Haven't decided that part yet. But at least we can go ahead and start measuring the bar going across. And then once that's done, then we can start actually mounting this piece down to here, where I know now it's going to be nice and strong, and we can start working on all that. Really quick, just to kind of everybody stays in the loop. We were doing everything for the cantilever setup. Something about it I wasn't happy with, and it's pretty much the cantilever part. I didn't like that L shape. It was bothering me. It didn't look nice, and the coilovers were going to be really far apart from each other, which I didn't like. So I did some measuring, and I came up with this guy. This essentially is going to be my new cantilever setup, or the actual cantilever part of it. But I don't feel like building this, so I hit up a friend. Hopefully you can CNC cut them for me. It'll just be much cleaner. And at the end of the day, it's really only just a template, but I'd rather it look nice for the time being, because by the time I want to make this into a billet aluminum, I don't know how soon that'll happen. But basically, we're working on getting these in. And I also need to get some back seats, because I threw everything away, and I don't have them anymore. And I was just thinking about it right now. I was like, I don't know if the back seats will still go in with everything in the way. And I also need to think about other stuff, but I'm basically going to try to get everything in for next time. But while we wait for that, this is the Toyota Solara stock steering shaft. I was worried because I couldn't reach the rack and pinion, because I don't know if you guys remember back then we installed a Lexus IS 300 rack and pinion in this, and I couldn't reach it. But then I ended up pulling it out, and look at this. This damn thing expands, which is awesome. And the best part of everything, which, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know, Lexus, Toyota, same thing. The stock steering shaft actually hooks right up to the splines of the Lexus rack and pinion, which is awesome. Let me pop this hood real quick. Oop, stuff are falling. What's that? Oh, I just had a disturbing meme pop into my head right now. You know that sound where it goes?
Oh God.
Do you know what meme that is? The one with the Batman?
Yes. I hate that.
Sorry, it just popped. I didn't mean to. All right, so steering shaft. Bring it in. Actually, I don't even know which way. Oh. My steering is locked.
So what does that mean?
I need the key to unlock it. I don't know if I have. I'm gonna throw her back on real quick. This is basically just a rubber grommet to not let any of the outside stuff get in. Slip this steering shaft in. Ugh, that was gross. Felt disgusting. Obviously, it'd be easier when everything's loose, but now she's connected to the steering wheel. Unfortunately, I don't know what I did with the key, so, but hey, I'm technically a locksmith, so I can do that. I can take care of it. But would you look at that? There's a steering shaft in my car, man. That might rub. I might need to make that hole bigger. But hey, who's complaining? Shoot, I'm not. Actually, I might want to move it a little over. Can I? Oh, I definitely can. Yeah, I can definitely move over that way a little bit. I don't know what else to do. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to complete my goal that I wanted to do for today, which was completing the cantilever suspension. Reason for that is I built the actual cantilever part. If you're looking there, it's actually in there right now. But I wasn't happy with how it looked. You can kind of see that L shape. It was disturbing me. I didn't like it. It looks ugly. No, just no. So so I started doing some measurements, and I came up with this guy. This guy essentially translates to the exact same thing as what that is. It's just that it's much cooler. And by doing this, also I'm able to move the coilover more to the center to have both of the coilovers a little bit closer to each other instead of really far apart. I think visually that'll look much better, and it still works. The functionality will be the same, but it just looks better. So I'm already talking to somebody to see if we can get these made. So as soon as those get ready, essentially the goal is hopefully I'll have everything for this coming weekend. Next weekend the goal is going to be have this car full in the ground, suspension and all, front and back, and to get the steering working as well. So as you've seen a little bit was we already have the shaft actually connected to the steering. I just don't have a steering wheel, and I also don't have the key. So I'm going to try to look for the key. Hopefully we can get this car unlocked. Otherwise I'm going to just have to get a new key. But yeah, that's going to be the goal for next weekend. Have this car, and obviously hopefully we get the transmission adapter kit in so that we can start adapting the transmission, closing up the tunnel, measuring out the drive shaft, and then send that out to get that made. And then honestly, once the transmission and everything is set, we can start working on brake lines, fuel lines. We kind of have to build the fuel, throw a gas fuel tank in the back. Totally forgot about that. We can make that part of the video too. I'll probably order that as well, the fuel cell. So yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at for today. Also, wanted to ask you guys, what do you guys think about the Graham lights? I feel like the blue makes the silver look really nice. Jesus. The blue, I feel like the silver pops a lot with this blue. So I don't know. See what you guys think. There is a very specific rim in mind that I really, it's like one of my dream rims. I don't care for what car, but it'd be sick if it was all in this car. I actually did find a pair, but they're extremely expensive, and And also figuring out the specs for this car is hard too. But just want to see what you guys think about this, and if there's any ideas on any other wheels that you guys think will look good on this car. Take in mind that I am trying to fit the biggest tire possible. Right now, this is a 245, which is kind of small. I mean, it's small for having 600 to 800 horsepower on a street car, you know. But yeah. So that's see what you guys think about that. Comment down below whatever you guys think as far as wheel suggestions and wheel colors. This car is not going to stay silver, actually. I totally forgot. There's a nice color in mind for this car. But just comment your colors down below anyways for the wheels or even the car. Or even the car. Whoever guesses it, I'll Apple Pay or Zelle you $10. Whoever guesses the right color. Just saying. I'll pay you 10 bucks. Come on, for one little comment, $10, that's worth it, right? Right? I'm just saying. Oh, you already know the color! This guy. Freaking a-hole. But yeah, we also did throw in the dash really quick just for bleep and giggles.
Thank you.
And giggles. And yeah, so just threw in the dash. Probably gonna start with just throwing the center column, so it makes no sense to do as of right now. But yeah, stay tuned for more content. And that's it.